Squeeze page compliance. How to create AdWords compliant landing pages. Most of you, if not all of you, already know that landing pages are the way to make internet marketing work. It's the straw that stirs the drink. It's no different on Google AdWords. To function correctly with internet marketing, you have to be able to send people through landing pages. Now, many people believe you're not allowed to use landing pages on Google, but you actually are. Google understands that the bulk of sales are generated through landing pages or landing page funnels. However, there are rules that govern what you can and cannot do on Google AdWords with landing pages, of which we're going to go over that today. First of all, when I try to teach people how to do this properly, I teach them about the concept of a hub when creating a compliant landing page experience. And a hub simply is the 90-10 ratio rule that I created, where 90% of the content exists on the main part of the site, or what I call the hub part of the site. 10% of the content are what's on landing pages or landing page funnels that lead people through conversion paths. With a ratio, with a base compliant in the 90%, all the things we talked about up till now, then you can focus all your time and attention on the 10%, which really drives the sales that you want to create. And Google is accepting of this ratio. In fact, it's one of the secrets to being able to create an AdWords compliant sales funnel and stay on Google AdWords long term. That being said, there's a lot of myths about being able to do this. One of the myths is you can't use a long page form copy on a landing page. That's just flat false. Google does not care if you use a video sales page, a long form sales page, a medium page sales page. They actually do not care. Where the myth came from is that a lot of people were getting suspended who had long sales copy pages for landing pages. And they assumed that that was the reason why. It had nothing to do with the long sales page. It had everything to do with what was on the long sales page. Okay, so let's get that myth out right away. So I know some of you really wanted to be able to do this. You can. Now, you do open yourself up to more risk, right? The more you say on a page, the more Google scrutinizes what you say to make sure you aren't crossing the line. So as a general rule of practice, the best guidelines I'm going to give you is what's standard for everyone. And if you stick to just what I give you, that's fine. If you want to go beyond that, that's okay too. But as a general rule, the least amount of compliant trouble is found in the least amount of copy, which for a lot of you, you will be happy to hear, because many of you do not want to put a lot of copy in there. And I just got done saying on the hub site that you need to have a lot of content. However, when it comes to landing page funnels, it's the opposite. You do not need to be so robust. However, what you must understand is we have to create elements on the page that satisfy both the 15%, which is who you often target with headlines and things like that, because they convert a lot on headlines, bullet points, offers, strong copy. And though you have to make sure the 85%, which is really the pool that Google operates in, are able to get access to the information they need to do the proper research of your offer and your company and find out more information than they would generally find on a squeeze page. So everything I'm about to go through is designed to satisfy both parties. It's not overly complicated. I'm about to go through a list of things and you're going to find that it's fairly simple. On any individual landing page, get this. You do not, and I repeat, do not need to have navigation at the top of your page. Google can care less whether navigation is there. However, they do want the basic forms of navigation that are found on a traditional page, at least the minimum amount. So what I encourage all of my clients to do is to have navigation of about us, contact us, privacy policy, disclaimers, terms of use. These are the type of links that every page should have so people can navigate through to get the proper research. But wait, I just said you don't have to have it at the top of the page. So where do you put it? Putting navigation in the footer is perfectly okay for a squeeze page, even if it's a long form sales form. That's irrelevant. People know they can scroll down to get more information in the footer if they need to. Well, that's great news, because now you can focus the top copy on everything you want to do, which is the headlines and the offer and the bullet points, all the things that make marketing through landing page funnels special. Well, you be happy to know you can do all of it. The only additional things I would tell you is, if you're going to put an opt-in offer on that landing page, make sure you really spell out what's in the offer. And if they're getting on a list, as in the previous section of information harvesting, make sure you clearly spell out that people are getting on a list and have the proper privacy policy there. Also, if you're giving them an offer to buy, make sure you have good points of the features and the benefits, so that people can really understand what they're buying. But these are just good marketing practices, period. So when it comes to landing page compliance and the elements required, just standard basic navigation. So if someone wants to research it more, can locate that navigator. You can put it in the footer, left, right. If you still want to do it at the top of the page, you can. That's totally and completely up to you. However, that basic information, as long as you have the 90% of the hub part of this already completed, you can spin off landing page funnels as many as you want without threat from Google of suspending you or not wanting to be an advertising partner with you.